Coincidence that the Laodicean church is the last church mentioned, because this is the church age that we're in. Last week we talked about the Christian nightclub, and I put a post up about the Christian nightclub. There's no such thing as a Christian nightclub. And of course, you have Christians saying, see, you guys are so judgmental. That's why nobody want to come to the church. See, nobody is trying to get nobody to come to church. See, that's the problem. People are trying to get people to come to church. I've never tried to get people to come to church. We're trying to win souls for the kingdom. We want you to come to Jesus. You hear what I'm saying? Oh, they're just dancing. No, see, here's the thing about a Christian nightclub. It don't even make sense. The Bible says we are of the day and not of the night. It makes no sense. Oh, you guys are being so judgmental. That's why nobody. Oh, okay, I'm going to open up a Christian strip club. Would you judge me then? Oh, you're going too far. No. Because since we taking stuff from the world and stamping Christ on it, where do we stop? They say, oh, the young people need somewhere to go. They need to go to church. Oh, the church is too boring. See, exactly, that's the problem. You can't change the blueprint because their flesh wants to be fulfilled. They want to be in an environment where their flesh can thrive. So since I can't do the Millie Rock in church, I can't do worldly dances in church, I'll get a Christian nightclub and put myself in an environment where my flesh can thrive. I don't have to worry about leaders telling me I shouldn't be doing it. That's what it's all about, no accountability. This is what King Ahaz did. He saw an altar in Damascus. Now, that altar that was in the temple, God gave Moses the pattern of that altar. And he says at Exodus 25:41, make sure you make this altar and all of the furniture according to the pattern that I showed you in the mountain. This is what the Most High told Moses. And Moses made the furniture, especially the altar, according to what God had showed him. God gave him the blueprint. The church has the blueprint. And what happened was Ahaz saw this altar in the world, and he removed the altar that God had set up. That's a dangerous thing because that altar pointed to the salvific work of Jesus Christ, right? That altar in the old covenant, it pointed to the work of Christ. And Ahaz said, I'm going to move this altar, which is a picture of the work of Christ, which is a message. It's the message of the cross in type that was in the Old Testament. This is what the Laodicean church is doing. They're taking the message of the cross out of the church. And they're bringing things in from the world. And so when people do come into the church, they're not being connected with God through the message of the cross. They're being connected with what the Laodicean leader has gotten from the world.